Tarek here, and today we are playing some Domination on Aftermath. Now, first thing I'd like to point out is that I'm actually using Theater Mode, and a big difference I noticed with Theater Mode in Black Ops 2 compared to MW3 is that it takes like maybe 5 seconds to actually load your video, and you can actually play it right away. Now, I'm not too sure about the COD TV and the COD casting yet, but as soon as I figure that out, I'll definitely share that with you guys. And I really do think that Theater Mode in Black Ops 2 is a huge improvement from the Theater Mode in MW3. But anyways, in this game, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Type 25, which I actually called the TAR 21 for some reason in my previous video, and I completely don't know why I mixed up those two guns. I mean, one's in MW2 and one's in Black Ops 2, so I'm not too sure why I mixed those up. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. Talk about here is actually the team I was playing with. I was playing with 4 or 5 of my friends, and I do think we were actually 4 and we were 5 in total, including me. And so we actually had a good setup because we held 2 of the 3 flags of domination, which is pretty much the objective of domination, and we were just patrolling around those flags, keeping them and making sure the enemy wasn't actually taking them. So we were kind of spawn trapping them a bit, and we were able to do very well in this game. So anyways, let's start with the Type 25. Now, the first thing you do is when you get to level 4 and you can actually start making your classes, you actually get this gun. So you can unlock it right away, and I would definitely recommend you guys unlocking it the first. I mean, that should be your first weapon to unlock. Now, the first time I used it, I didn't actually like it, but maybe like the second or third game I really got the hang of it, and it's actually a very good gun, and it's very powerful. Now, you unlock it at level 4, and so you can play with it for a long period of time, and you're able to unlock certain attachments for it because you play so much with it. Now, I've used maybe let's say 7 other guns, and to this day, I really do enjoy the Type 25. The MP7 is also really good for a submachine gun, but for the best assault rifle right now, I would definitely recommend you guys going with the Type 25. Now, it's also a very good gun from short range, but it's not as good as, let's say, an MP7 from close range. But it has multiple purposes, so you can actually do very well with it from close range, and you can also do a ton load of damage from long range. So I really do want to stress that this gun is very good for beginners, and well, not beginners, just plainly if you're starting to play the game and you don't know which gun to use, I would definitely recommend using the Type 25. It's just overall a very good gun, and it has multiple purposes. So also, once you play with it, you unlock a lot of attachments, and the favorite attachment I find is the, I have 2 attachments here. It's the reflex sight and the selective fire. Now, those 2 attachments, I mean the reflex sight, you unlock it very soon, but the selective fire is the later on. And I mean, it's so good, the selective fire. I mean, it's so great that Treyarch actually incorporated this in their game, because it allows you to shoot from long range and close range without having to burst fire. Because if you switch it from burst to auto, I mean, it does it for you. So you just let's say it wasn't like an M16, but it's actually a Type 25. So it's very good, and that allows you to be able to shoot enemies from a long distance and having to kill them like without any problems. So let's say usually it takes about 2 or 3 bursts to kill an enemy from a long range with this gun, and up close maybe like 5-6 bullets, and so you have a very good advantage on your opponent. Now, a good type of gameplay I would suggest you guys using when you're using this gun is not actually rushing, but more like patrolling. So you see what I'm doing here, I'm not really camping because I am moving. I'm not staying in the bus. I'm actually moving towards the flag that we owned, and I'm not pushing up towards the A flag because they have the A flag, and there's no point for me to actually run in their spawn and try to kill them because I'm gonna get cornered and having to reload between a kill, and I would probably die. So what I do is that I just patrol between the A and the A and the B bomb, not bomb, I should say flag, because we're playing domination. So I'm patrolling between those two flags, and I'm just putting every single gunfight in my favor. Now I died there from Semtex, but that doesn't prove the point. So as you saw me like maybe a few seconds ago, I was actually head glitching this little barrier. I should call it a little brick wall that you can only see your head. So I mean, I would really recommend you guys not rushing out with this gun and just playing the objective, but very carefully. So I mean, rotating around the flags, seeing if there's any enemies, especially if you're playing with a party. I mean, those callouts are going to be definitely good for you. So just keep your ears up for the callouts if you're playing with a team, and after that, just patrol the area and capture flags. Pretty much, that's pretty much it. What you should do. And after that, this Type 25 would be very good with Overkill. I mean, if you Overkill is a wild card, by the way. So if you attach Overkill with that, and you get, let's say, the MP7 with it, I mean, you'd have a very good class setup, because you'd have the Type 25, which is very good from close range and long range, especially when you have selective fire. And after that, you can swap it out. Well, switch it. Just press Y, and you'll have the MP7 to rush if you feel like rushing. So I would really recommend you guys using this class, this Type 25, not necessarily using Overkill, but really just try it out. Try it out for a few games. If you don't like it, just continue using it, get the feel of it, and after that, you're gonna like it, because it's just a very good gun. I couldn't actually compare it to the ACR, because the ACR is very powerful in MW3, but I could compare it to maybe the Scar L of MW3. So the Scar L is actually a very good assault rifle, and you get it at a low level. So I wouldn't actually recommend you guys using this gun, let's say when you're level 55, because you're definitely going to have a new gun that's way more powerful than the Type 25. But the Type 25 is a very, very good starting gun, and if you're aiming for having those high KDs, I would definitely suggest you guys to actually use the Type 25 in order to do so. Now right here you see me pick up this new gun, which is called the MSMC, I think, and it's a very, very powerful submachine gun. And imagine if you'd have Overkill with the Type 25 and this gun. I mean, you'd use the Type 25 with selective fire for long range combats, and after that you'd use this gun for rushing, and I mean, you'd be unstoppable pretty much. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I would definitely recommend you guys trying out the Type 25. I mean, a lot of people do use it, and a lot of people of my friends actually do really like it. So give it a shot and let's see how it goes. Now, another reason I could give you for using this Type 25 would be that, let's say you're playing domination like I am right now, and you're gonna go capture the B flag. Now the B flag, we all know that it's the most hectic flag, and all the people are throwing nades at it, and you're probably gonna die very shortly after people throw nades, right? So with the Type 25, what you can really do well with is you can actually use selective fire, and after that you can just pick off people before they actually throw their nades, and then you'll be safe and be able to capture the B flag. So I know you can do that with a lot of assault rifles, but this one right here, I mean, I really do like it. It's the best in my opinion so far. I mean, for the first 20 or 25 levels, like I said, I would definitely recommend you guys using this assault rifle. And for the submachine gun, I'll make another video shortly about the MP7, which is probably the best one, or the Vector. I'm not too sure yet, but it will probably be the MP7. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this gameplay. By the way, you guys saw the AGR kill streak in that. I didn't actually talk about it because it was plainly, it's pretty simple. It's just a little robot that you can control, and it goes everywhere. You can actually have a machine gun and a rocket launcher attached to it, so you can use those two weapons to kill enemies and just patrol around the map. And also, you don't actually need to control it. You can actually let it go on itself and it'll do the work for you. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this gameplay. I really do hope you guys try the Type 25, and for this game I didn't actually get a lot of points, but I went 33-4. I think that was my final kill, as you'll see right here, and that's pretty much it. So peace out, guys.